As a Christian, are you supposed to be sexy? Is a born again Christian supposed to be sexy?
Yes, they're supposed to be sexy.
In every aspect, okay?
No, in their own way. There is the extent they have to go. And depending on where and when, with who. So that's
when you talk about where, me as a born again Christian, am I supposed to be sexy outside the church?
Why not?
Or so what about in the church?
You can also be sexy when you're still in the church. You can dress, appealing, you can dress attractive.
I can at least be seductive also in the church, huh?
Yeah, depending on the mission, anyway.
No, you know our mission is always to serve, eh? So
really now?
Our mission kasi ni kuserve.
A Christian is supposed to be sexy. This feature of gaining attraction to each other cannot be attracted to a person who is not sexy. So, although you are a Christian, but for you to be attracted, for you to be in a relationship, you must attract someone to enter a relationship. So, and that sexiness is the one who will make you enter a relationship because due to the attraction. So a Christian has to be sexy.
I think gone are the days when we had this mentality of when you're going to church, you should be in these baggy stuffs, don't show your skin. I think gone are the days when people have adapted to modesty. Yeah. We've seen like preachers who look good and you are attracted to watching or listening to them because they are looking good. Being sexy, as long as you are presentable, it's good to be good to be sexy. Also, don't overdo it to the extent whereby you deviate from the main aim of like going to church. Don't like overdo it.
Hello everyone. Welcome to this program. This is the Youth of Light program that comes to you every Saturday at 5 p.m. You can catch us live on YouTube, on our YouTube channel that is branded Youth of Light. Also on our Facebook page, Youth of Light. Be sure to follow us, like, share, comment, subscribe to us, give us your opinion. If you want yourself featured on the show, just text the number down there. So before we go ahead, I want to introduce the panel to you guys. Today I have Chris here.
Hello.
Leo watu wako bright nakwambia. Kamera inawashika kuwashika. So I have Chris here with me. Next I have James.
Hi.
Then I have my co-host there, Anne. Nakwambia tunachapa tu green. So that is how we are today. And I know you will love this. So today we are talking about a very personal topic. We are looking at being sexy and at the same time saved. So we will see under that topic whether a born-again Christian is also supposed to be sexy. So when the word sexy is usually mentioned, whatever comes to your mind is that attractiveness, being seductive, being really appealing. So we want to see whether a Christian can be sexy. So that is the first question that I want to pose this topic today. So what do you think? As a Christian, are you supposed to be sexy? Is a born-again Christian supposed to be sexy?
Yes, they're supposed to be sexy.
In every aspect, okay?
No, in their own way.
Okay.
Yeah, there is the extent they have to go. And depending on where and when and with who. So that's
when you talk about where, me as a born-again Christian, am I supposed to be sexy outside the church?
Why not?
Or so what about in the church?
You can also be sexy when you're still in the church. You can dress, appealing, you can dress attractive.
I can at least be seductive also in the church, huh?
Yeah, depending on the mission, anyway.
No, you know our mission is always to serve, eh? So
really now?
Our mission kasi ni kuserve. So according to you, at least a Christian is supposed to be sexy. It's
yes.
not a bad thing to be sexy.
It's not bad, but it depends on the extent that you go and where, when, to who.
By the time we conclude on that question now, we will draw that line now. We will draw that line of the extent of sexiness that someone is supposed to have. So James, Is a Christian supposed to be sexy?
A Christian is supposed to be sexy. This feature of gaining attraction to each other. So I cannot be attracted to a person who is not sexy.
Okay.
Although you are a Christian, but for you to be attracted, for you to be in a relationship, you must attract someone to enter a relationship. So, and that sexiness is the one who will make you enter a relationship because due to the attraction. So a Christian has to be sexy.
So that is what will make you get a partner. Otherwise, you will stay single.
There's no way I can be attracted to a person who's not sexy. How?
Wow.
Okay. That's tough, I'm telling you. Anne, what do you think? What do you think?
I think gone are the days when we had this mentality of when you're going to church, you should be in these baggy stuffs, don't show your skin. I think gone are the days and people have adapted to modesty. Yeah. We've seen like preachers who look good and you are attracted to watching or listening to them because they are looking good.
I'm telling you.
So being sexy, as long as you are presentable, good to be.
It's good to
be sexy. Also, don't overdo it to the extent whereby you deviate from the main aim of like going to church. Don't like overdo it.
Don't just overdo it. On that aspect of overdoing it, that is where I want us to draw the line now of being sexy. Because James here says, if you're not sexy, automatically you are disqualified from any partnership whatsoever. Especially if you're single, that means you just have to be attractive by all means. Do we have a particular definition of this being sexy?
You know, I think, okay, I'm sorry for using this example. We used to think that Akorino are wale watu kitambaa, nguo bagi, wamevaa kale kakitu ka white hapa hivi, how they call it. Yeah, but we've seen all over on social media, Akorinos have become musicians, Akorino have become models. Yeah, Akorino wameanza ku-adapt to the modesty. That's why I'm saying, gone are the days whereby tulikuwa na ile mentality ati you have to put on something very baggy, something yenye hata that does not show how curvy you are or how muscular you are. I think gone are those days.
Chris, are we supposed to show how curvy we are? Like, am I supposed to show how masculine I am? You see, ninaweza valia tu nini hapa and then I can walk all over the church.
I don't see any problem with that. But
okay,
there is the extent you have to go. There is the extent. Sometimes, you know, I think there should be a line that we should draw between being seductive and being attractive.
Okay.
Dressing, you know, being sexy for the purpose of being attractive and being sexy for the purpose of being seductive.
So we want to draw the line, the boundary between being seductive and being attractive. So that is where, Chris, you're coming in. Where do we draw that line?
You can be sexy. Then I can say we can divide this thing into two. You can be sexy to be attractive and sexy to be seductive. You are just there to seduce somebody, or you are there for just for the physical look, to appear nice, you know, before the eyes of the people. But because there's a way you can dress, you look like gorgeous, you are just awesome, but you are not seductive. You're just attractive, or you just dress that whatever dressing that you have, and from the look of the eyes, you're just seducing. You're too much. It's too much. You know, it's too much. So the people out there are not taking it just the way you maybe it was in your ears or whatever eyes, whatever you wanted. That's not the output. Hivyo si penye itapia. No. At the end of the day, umefanya mtu pale akaanza kufikiria hiyo step nyingine next.
The next step to sexy, yeah.
Nalikuwa naomba.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But I guess, Anne, but by the virtue of you being sexy, ni automatically mtu atakutamani. Is it not true?
Hapana. Pia wewe mwenye uko church, you should always like put your focus ulikuja tu kufanya nini. Wacha mtu akikuja na high heels zake, let that person walk peacefully.
Really now?
Without like concentrating at watu wananiangalia.
No.
If at all, wait Chris. If at all I want to walk with high heels 6 inches and I'm dropping cabbage, carrot. How is that even supposed to interfere with your main
Imagine I
aim
was
of you coming to
praying.
church?
I was praying. I was about to start
Continue
speaking in tongues.
praying. Start talking in tongues.
I was about to start
tongues.
speaking in tongues. And I've
And close your eyes.
So Anne,
Back when
so
I'm
Anne
confused,
kumaanisha,
just say
Anne
wait.
kumaanisha, so I'm not really supposed to tamani that person. You know how that, I know you can imagine that that
Anakufanya unarudi square one.
si ndio? And then you see
Unarudi square one.
you see the
Hey,
dressing.
Mhm.
You want to mean it's not automatic. People are out there. Hawatatamani.
Your concentration should always be at the podium. Wewe umeenda church.
Ile
Pale
purpose.
altar pale.
Okay.
Pale altar pale.
Mm.
That is where they put like the pastor is there or the priest is there. That is where do I say nafaa kusema nini?
Hapo ndipo
Yani kwa
sasa.
altar hapo ndipo concentration yako inafaa kukua. So if someone like anakuja kutoka huko nyuma why are you wewe mwenye umekaa pale mbele unapata wapi hata nguvu ya kuangalia nyuma ya Ukraine na kidogo hata uvunjike shingo looking at who is this who has come to church.
So what about, sorry for cutting you short, what about hii scenario yatu yuko church and you see someone is passing here, but these guys I forgot to tell you pali tuko Muthaiga so tukiwa hata hapa tunaona wale watu wanapita but we are not analyzing them. we are not analyzing them.
Sure.
So and what of a scenario like I'm not in church, your mind haitapelekwa. We are not supposed to concentrate on a particular person simply because they are very sexy in church. But what about if we are not in church and that person is that sexy just around you? I'm a born again Christian.
Shoot your shot if bad then if that is what you want, but let a person, wacha mtu akuwe sexy venye anataka. Mtu anataka kuvaa mini, stop taking your attention. That is, I think that is why we have some cases of rape cases.
You don't want us to whistle.
You've already seen a person entirely, you've already undressed him or her, and you've seen how masculine they're like, jeez,
And why are you dressing that way?
Because I'm dressing for me, I'm not dressing for you, I'm not dressing for the public.
Okay.
But what about the impact? The impact.
My dress, my choice, eh?
No, it is it is not with me. No, the impact that is left there, it's not for me, the person who is dressing or the person who has dressed up.
Okay.
It's on you.
Hey.
That is why you bring the mentality. Huyu dem nikikaangalia hivi nini figure 8 blah blah blah. This guy muscular blah 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 kimbeba tu hivi connector. That is where hizi vitu zinakujia. But mimi as a person who is dressed up, as that guy who is dressed up when you naona
because even on the normal scenarios nikiwa na Chris somewhere, mtu kuna for example dem apite hapo, unasikianga vile usema
no you did
so for example and
hey.
No, that's not it. Okay. If for example I happen to pass pali kuna mademe nimevalia kifulani, wanaona hiyo cut vile tu niko, yani they unaona you know what you guys mnaanzanga kusema. Wow. So how is it really happens?
Wow.
So
wow.
Let me just give to James to for him to give us where do we draw the line of being sexy and saved, because all nimepata ni a Christian is also supposed to be sexy.
But this sexism, when you are a Christian, there's places you don't need to be sexed. Yani,
you don't need to appear sexy. Wow.
For example, in church.
Okay.
You know, in church, there's some things you need to avoid.
So
you can
follow some protocols.
Protocols. Why? I myself, I'm a human being.
Yes.
I'm a human being. When I just look at the lady coming in church, the way the dress code, I deviate from everything.
So
my aim in the church was to get the word of God. Okay. But now you have entered.
And the word of God has gone.
The dress code has shown me everything. Now I'm just in my world. Although you will not know, I may not approach you, but that day
is totally wasted.
That's what I said.
So as a Christian, you need to be sexy on many skirts, so that the thighs may be outside, so that men can look at them, so that they may admire them.
Mtu asipate vitamin D
so,
na amani.
You see?
No.
Vitamin D now
in church.
Vitamin D in church, really? So you are putting on there's a blouse they call mgongowali. So this part of the back, around the middle, is just there's nothing there. So and you are in the job. How? And you are telling us it is looking sexy. So are you not causing distraction in that?
You see, like it, okay.
Are you not deviating our minds from the main aim that brought us in that place? Now to concentrate on you.
So James, utasema there we can only draw the line, we can only draw the line between dressing as in being sexy to just be attractive on yourself, and there's then the other part that is dressing to be seductive, like you simply your mission is to seduce someone out there. So what is a Christian now supposed to be? You're supposed to be sexy, to be just attractive to you, just for yourself, without any other agendas, or both.
You say as a Christian, for you to be sexy, there should be not anything in your mind to seduce someone, or I'm being sexy for so and so. As a Christian, it should not ring in your mind that I'm being sexy. So today I'm putting on this to look sexy for someone, for Josiah or for Enoch. How? No, as a Christian, that one should not even ring in your mind.
So how do you know that that person had this in mind?
You see, how to know that person has that in mind? You see,
that is very hard because we cannot read people's minds.
You cannot read
but at the same time, at the same time, I think the line is already drawn. But to our viewer, what do you think? As a born again Christian, are you supposed to be sexy? And where do you draw the line between just being sexy for good or being sexy with other agendas? So our next question is touching on the general world. So we are asking ourselves, is the world too oversexualized? Is everyone oversexualizing everything around them? So we will be right back with that discussion there. We are going on a short commercial break.
Youth of Light, shining light to the youth.
So guys, our next question and sexy and saved is, we are asking whether the world is too oversexualized. Is everything, is every person, is every mentality just oversexualized? Mimi nataka tu nianze na Anne. I know ladies are a lot of times victims to this being sexy thing. So is the world too oversexualized in your own view or in your own experience?
I don't know if there's a difference between pervertness and being sexy, because these days when you are talking about a statement, if you're not very careful, and we have actually experienced it like 5 minutes ago. Anyway, if you are not careful of what you are saying, then it's meant to be interpreted into the sex world. So I think, it is.
It is. James, what do you think?
In my case, I don't think if the world is oversexualized.
You don't think so?
I don't think.
Chris?
Is there another word? Above oversexualized? Because it's now beyond oversexualized.
Unless we talk about that Anne's word, being pervertness.
Thank you. Then let's use that.
So according to you, it is.
It is.
Because I'm seeing a scenario where even you will look at young, let me call them young, because they are getting at their realization part. They are realizing what they have. Kumbe tunaweza fanya hivi. Nowadays, you find that a lot of teenagers, let me even start there, even mature young people are engaging in discussions, behaviors that are really funny. Because let me talk of something we just overheard a while ago, right? Any statement will just be converted back to the sexual world. Kusema tu kitu moja hivi, then have you ever realized talking to kids in class and they all laugh and you don't know what they are laughing at? Because
they are smart.
They know, they actually know what you are thinking. They are smart.
Yes, they are
No
smart.
one can just laugh because they are smart.
They're smart because they know something beyond.
Beyond what
What
you
you
meant.
actually mean.
Yes, they know something beyond there, so they are smart.
So even in the normal life, So according to you, Chris, what makes you think the world is too oversexualized actually?
Because I think in one or the other, everybody is like doing everything they are doing for the purpose of maybe the attraction or the being seductive. Naona?
Okay.
Ni kama tunataka kurudi zile enzi za kitambo ambapo ulikuwa unapata watu wako na nguo. They could just, use those tubandikas. Naona? Wanaficha tu sehemu fulani 2-3 za mwili. Full stop. I think it's like people want to go back to that and to those times, which is not possible. No.
Because now the understanding is too much and there's no limit to the behavior, no limit to the reaction within the environment that we are living in.
And
so
you find that at the end of the day, these are things we are doing, whether it's through dressing, whether it's through music, even the music we are doing, the dressing, the music, everything. If you just look at everything, I think the world is turning to be a mess when it comes to the issue of when we're talking about this aspect of being oversexualized and whatever. I think it's now a mess.
Youth of Light, shining light to the youth.
So welcome back, guys. We are still talking about sexy and being single. Just leave these guys, they are smiling out of nothing. Our question here is, who determines whether you are sexy? So I wanted to start with Anne. Anne, what determines, who should determine you are sexy?
If I know there's a song Kitambo, I don't know if you guys listen to Ganga style, and then there's a place he says I'm sexy, and I know it. So basically tells you that the person who first of all determines whether you are sexy or not is yourself.
So it should come from within. It's something that you should create within yourself. So Aish,
The people around you will determine if you are sexy or not.
the people around you.
People around you.
So according to you, the only person who's supposed to determine whether you are sexy is the people outside here.
Yeah, because we say that being sexy, just your appearance will tell.
You being attractive.
So I cannot. You see, to me, my appearance may be good, but to someone else, just maybe you can be sexy from your outfit face, from the way you are talking. You know, I may be talking to you, and you say I'm sexy from my words.
Like you're gonna sexy voice.
Yeah, we're gonna sexy voice. So it's not me who determine that sexy voice. That's my voice. So I don't know if it is sexy or not. But the person has told me we're gonna sexy voice. So people around us determines if we are sexy or not.
People around you.
Yeah, people around me.
Well, that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see, whatever you do there, whatever dressing, whatever walking style you make, whatever decision you make to make yourself decent, to make yourself attractive out there, you do it. You may lie to yourself that you are doing it for yourself, lakini kusema tu kweli, you are doing it. Ndio ukitoka pale nje, we mark for you. We mark it, then we are like, oh wow, this is awesome. Because trust you me, if I comment on that tomorrow, you'll use the same clothes, the same whatever makeups and whatever, they will be your favorite because I commented on them and say they look nice.
And unasikia vile we need approvals.
I know support me, but we have to mark.
Does someone need that approval for you just to know that you are sexy?
If I tell you this,
lazima msee akwambie uko na sexy voice, lazima msee akwambie uko na sexy smile, lazima msee akwambie you just have a sexy body, ndio ujue.
If I dress up, if the way I talk attracts you, if the way I smile attracts you, if the way I blink my ears, my eyes at my ears.
I will not even
eyes attract you. Listen.
You can also blink the ears.
How I don't even
No. He has a new point.
demonstrate it.
I will not even listen to that. So continue and continue.
If the way I behave you find it quite attractive ama you find it sexy and you bring that compliment. Okay, first of all, I wasn't doing it for you kwanza. I wasn't. It's only that a compliment. Yes, you've appreciated and it has actually boosted my esteem more. It's not that I didn't even have my esteem.
Kesho tukipatana utavaa hivyo hivyo.
Ndavaa hivyo hivyo aje kwani ngoni moto.
Ndio onekana hivyo uko tu ule msem sawa. Nini? Unakataa? Really? If I tell you,
but Chris is exaggerating. Is it the same way? Ati ukiniambia vile niko
if I tell you don't look smart in this, trust to me, hiyo nguo utavaa.
Is it that bad?
Trust to me, utavaa.
Is it true?
Not unless you're my husband or my dad. Maybe that one, yes.
Okay,
if you tell me, okay, Tricky,
can we skip the dad part and get to the boyfriend?
Relax. Can you chill? Relax.
Okay, whatever.
If you tell me, and if we actually our paths cross more often, like you are my dad, you are my brother, and or related, or you are my husband. Uniambia, by the way, babe, when you put on this dress, it's a little bit. I will change it. I will change it. But nikitembea hivi, then a random person like Josiah tells me, oh, by the way, kidemu unakas. It doesn't matter. That is your problem. It's on you.
Wow. James, it's not true.
It only matters to your husband or your boyfriend, not to other people. Is that what you said?
No, amesema labda to them sababu they are close and kuna ile relationship ana keep hapo.
You see that relationship. You see you put on a cloth. The husband sees this lady is too sexy. Other people may snatch her from. So okay, I'll tell you no. Yeah, I'll tell you no, baby. That one no. Put another cloth because I know in my mind I know the lady is too sexy. Other people may snatch her from me. So who has determined that sexy? Is it the husband or you? The husband saw the sexier. You are more sexier. So he may not allow you to go outside like that.
Of course,
other people may snatch you.
Of course, you as a lady, I am very sure for any lady out there with a stable relation, something, you cannot do something or wear something that is going to provoke other people. Already it's provoking your man. You cannot tembea like that with a bikini or lingerie and you are comfortable with that.
Wow, are you sure?
I think for James, it has to be determined by other people and Chris. But I want to just throw a question to you guys in this way. Do you have that inner confidence in you that you are very okay? Because if it has to be determined, if ni lazima uambiwe jo umeonga vizuri bana, hiyo nini kifua double bana, like come on, you just have to get approvals. I think it's so demoralizing. You just always have to wait for someone to tell you this and that for you to feel okay.
What if on that day nobody comments on how you look or on how you are smiling? What if hiyo siku tu kusikua na mtu mwenye na comment? Does that mean that at the end of the day you're going to cry yourself?
Hakuna mtu amenini. Doesn't it feel bad? Like, doesn't it come out bad and hurt your self-esteem?
You see, at the end of the day, no matter what and no matter how you convince yourself, 70% of the reasons as to why you dress in that attractive manner, in that sexy way, whatever we are calling it, it's to please outside there. And whom are you pleasing outside there? We. So that we can mark for you to compare, oh my god, this one ilikuwa awesome. Trust me. Your design ndio utakuwa unavalia. Hiyo design kila siku. Hiyo design.
Okay, if I may ask.
But nani to me kidogo tu, doesn't it hurt your self-esteem? Your approvals you have to get outside here.
You see, hurting my self-esteem. When you tell me I'm sexy, I think it won't hurt.
No, if you don't get it. Sasa kama ni lazima for you upate hiyo approval ndio na kama hujaipata, now what will happen to you?
And this approval mostly comes to people who are interested in you. Not the public at all at large, but those people who are interested in you. Even if you put on something that is not you do not look sexy, they will still tell you you look sexy because they are lying to you. They are lying
to please you. They'll do it to please you.
So in this case, I think you guys are just very okay, because I think kama hata utadanganywa na hauyuko sexy, oh my goodness, then I think
and also if they don't comment on it, kwako itakuwa na shida. But
if you're waiting,
itakuwa na shida. Like if you expect somebody like James to comment on your dressing anyway, utangoja forever. But you know that will mean you are fine. But if you comment
You're
negatively,
fine how, and you're actually waiting for an approval from someone else.
listen, if you comment negatively,
that's my problem.
trust you me,
You see,
hiyo side utaingia tena. But akiachana ikiwa hivyo, no comment iko sawa. Lakini akicomment negatively, that one is that.
you say I'm not getting this point very well. You know, comments comes from different ways. For example, you say when I say today you are smart.
That's a lie.
You are smart. No, that's the comment you expect. But you know, sexy is a different one from smart. You see,
I know
the word sexy, it may look awkward coming from, you know,
a man
from a man.
a man to a
Yeah,
man, that
a man
is
to a man
awkward.
telling you,
It's really
you
awkward.
look
It's
sexy.
very awkward.
But
no.
a lady, you say, hey, you look sexy today. You see now that person telling you, no.
She will add some more makeup.
Unataka sasa nianze kufikiria kuna vile ameona.
You see, kama for example sasa bibi ya pastor kuja kuambia, hey, you look sexy. What do you think?
No, I will just be good. Me, I'm
No,
not
you
feeling
have to go and,
anything.
you know, repent. Something.
You look sexy today, Josiah.
You
I
gotta
don't think,
repent.
is it something that bad to be told you are sexy? Does it mean you really...
No. Okay, the compliment
What will click on my mind?
comes from specific people. And I said people who mostly are interested in you.
Who can even
To me, I
like
cannot tell you are sexy if I'm not. I just tell you you are smart. That one, a compliment. But sex comes from from specific people.
Because I guess a lot of times even the smartness and the sexiness, those things are intermingling.
Mhm.
They are going one,
Mhm.
one. Zinaenda tu
Okay,
overlap.
if I may
Overlap tu
ask,
kabisa.
if I may ask, nikikwambia you are sexy, where will your mind deviate to?
Personally, my mind will just go straight to my dressing. I would just know leo nime dress tu kuua.
It's
Sababu
this
this
word
word about a
sexy.
real time, or for instance,
This word
For
sexy
instance.
does not look as
Yes,
because
because-
it gives some meaning, some explanation to this word sexy.
Gives like a lust or something.
like
yes, that's why I'm asking. Are you telling him in real time or for
No,
instance?
of course
That's an
it's
example.
for
For
instance.
Oh, thank God. Start with that.
For
Yeah,
instance,
because we need-
you see, when I tell
Let's
you you are
just
sexy,
assume Chris. Let's just assume Chris. Just continue with James.
Mhm.
James, continue with your point.
when someone tells you you are sexy, you know,
The mind should ring
The
to
mind
the
will ring.
to
How?
the sex world, right?
yes, to the sex world. When ameniona aje first thing. Not
Probably ni nini ameona,
ameona ndio
that-
akaniona
that-
niko
that-
sexy.
that-
You see now akili yake
Okay.
imeenda imedeviate to the sex world. And ameona nini? You see?
Okay.
So when utata kujifikiria what led to
Ni nini imeonekana?
nini imeonekana, so you will not be comfortable, by the way.
What? Okay. So, having said that, I think being told you're sexy from my point of view doesn't have any problem. I think it doesn't have any problem. And also, as a person, you should not also wait for any approval for you to just determine whether you're sexy or not. But my viewer, what do you think? Give us your opinion. Does if someone tells you you're sexy, do you feel bad? Like, do you feel insecure? Do you feel good? Do you feel uplifted? If no one comments on it, how does it affect you? So who can determine whether you are sexy or not? I want us to look at, we are still looking at being sexy and saved at the same time. So we are handling youth, and we want to see why do people test drive, and is it necessary in our world? I think that is something that is rampant in every relationship that is leading to, especially let me come to the real deal of a marriage, the wedding one, yeah. You know you're not supposed to have sex before that D-Day, yeah. It's why people go to honeymoons.
Honeymoons, we just go to continue what we were doing, what we started. Now we are just continuing what we started.
No,
He said
You
biblically sex before sin is before what? Sex before sin is marriage. Or sex
so
before
guys,
sin
you
is
will
before
forgive
marriage
us
is a
for
sin.
whatever. Either way.
guys, you will forgive us for that, because Yes, it's sex before marriage. Please don't finish us on that.
Okay,
But-
I won't.
But so James, in
But-
this case we are not hatuendi kuendeleza kenye tulikuwa tunafanya bwana. We are supposed to start afresh. But that is not the trend nowadays. So according to you, do you think it's necessary to test drive?
Yeah, I cannot marry. You see,
Don't forget
you see, I know. For example, we wed today before test driving. Now in the honeymoon, I feel like this is not the person I wanted. You see now, and now we have entered the
long-term thing.
long-term thing. Now,
So what do you
what will
want?
happen?
What do you want to mean? Sasa unafanyana na hii dhambi aje? Are you supposed to just keep on sinning when you know it's a sin?
you see now, that one God will cover it up because I fornicated with this lady, but later I got married. So we have covered the fornication.
No, there's no covering. Actually, they will not. That is not covering. You can't cover anything.
You see,
In
yeah.
that case, you can't cover anything.
But you see,
So it's according to you, it's very necessary to test
you
drive.
must test drive.
You must test
You must
drive.
understand each other. You know, this lady needs this way, like this way. You see, I cannot just marry you today. You go honeymoon. Then you demand you see, there's some demands. You see, in that world,
As in utaki kushtuliwa.
No.
In
let us go this way. Maybe no.
So
I have to know you before
Before
wedding.
the real deal.
So we go into agreement when we know each other,
In out.
in and out.
So Anne, what are your thoughts?
For
Why
once,
do
I agree
people-
with James.
You agree with James? Why do you think it's necessary? Why should you?
Disappointments, and then you know how filing for a divorce is a long process, especially if you're filing for a divorce and then you say, okay,
It's
mjama, it is not brun, 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 it's not.
It's not.
Nothing, zero, nothing.
But you see,
Yeah,
I don't
he's not
think
doing
I don't
anything.
think there's someone who can approach you to a long-term relationship that will lead to marriage when they cannot, when they do not have any feelings to themselves, when when there is nothing that will work. They will confess to you and tell you, you see what,
Kasaya, have you met people?
mine doesn't
that moment, or
work.
am I supposed to remain quiet?
Kindly
And wait?
remain quiet.
Okay,
You see, I will admit to you, mine doesn't work ABCD.
really?
You of course you can't. You really can't, and especially kama wewe. And you know ukiambia dem hivyo, how sure are you bado utastick na wewe?
Hakuna shida, you know anafaa atoke. So what are we supposed to do? See, kwanza I think that is a very weak point of knowing whether it will work or not. Hakuna mtu atakuja kukuapproach if there is nothing that is working.
It's
To me, I
supposed
will
to be-
approach
It's supposed to be
To
sweet,
me.
umbilical, right?
because now this is our life.
Hey,
We are bonding our life together. So if I get anything that will not qualify us to be together, I just tell you, my dear, this marriage will not work.
Inayo, it's too
Yeah,
wide.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
inayo, it's too small.
Yeah, will not work.
yo,
So I just have to tell you.
Chris.
Yes. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I've been waiting for this. One, we were talking about marriage, right? Test driving before
Test
marriage.
driving,
before
yes.
So, I need to understand something here. Are you marrying because of love, or are you marrying because of
Sex. So watu kama sisi tunawanga juu ya upendo, ni mapenzi.
so
Ni
it's love
mapenzi.
everything in marriage.
no, look here. Then I'm
Eh?
giving you another scenario here. For
Bado-
once-
bado James, hold on that
Viewers,
question.
For once,
Mm.
I may not judge. For once, for the first time. Anyway.
Don't judge.
When it comes to this issue, you have to weigh. Is it for love or is it for sex? Because I'm telling you one thing. You may get a perfect someone out there, but will be very terrible when it comes to love. And we are talking about your lifetime partner. You see, that person might be perfect in bed, but zero when it comes to love to the heart. So they will still hurt you.
And then way.
The other way around. Now we are on the other way around. Now I know everybody's waiting for this part. Now, the other way around. If you say it's test driving in everything, then I assure you, body count 300. But I would also say, here tu kusema tu ukweli, utajuaje kama ako? Okay.
Ama iko.
Iko. Yes, the third part.
My
kama iko.
goodness. Like, when
No,
are we in a different world?
No. You see,
Are we
Inaweza kuwa iko.
are we in
For
a
real.
different world, kwani?
No. It's not a different world. But I advocate for please stay pure.
Abstain
What?
until then.
Abstain. That's an HIV thing, not
You see-
not a marriage. You know, here we are going to marriage.
Aina shida, you're still
Yes.
supposed to do it.
Now, when you are going for your honeymoon, Josiah, if you don't know what you're going to do in the honeymoon, why are you going for the honeymoon?
We are going to start it off because we have been
Who
licensed
told
to
you about
go.
it?
No one.
told you?
Actually, I will be coming
That's
to
why
that.
you should teach each
Actually,
other.
I'm coming.
You should teach
I will be
each other.
coming.
You should teach each other so
Oh
that when you go for
my
honeymoons,
God.
that's when you do the practical. Yeah. So this one is first a cut.
Why does it seem like you guys are throwing?
Every
Why-
exam has a cut, so that you can do the main exam.
ile before uweke kisho hii kwa kidole ilikuwa nini? It was a cut.
Yes, that was a cut.
Why does it
Now
seem
this is
you
the real
guys?
thing.
Yes,
Why does it
honeymoon is
seem?
there.
Why does it seem you guys are throwing away the fact
You're
that
not throwing.
doing this thing is just bad? Actually, there was a question James was asking.
What will make you have very quick plans for the wedding?
This man is just saying to say.
The fact that you need to have this
There's-
one more.
There's this question James was asking when you asked about whether it's all about love or
Love.
about sex.
Mhm.
James, what was your point
So
with that?
this man said he's marrying out of love, not out of the other
Just for
features.
sex. Mhm.
But let me not lie to you.
Okay.
Let me not lie to you. I can't marry you out of love.
Oh my God.
Then I get satisfaction from outside.
But
I
what
can't lie
makes
to you.
what makes you think you will fall in love with someone and get satisfaction outside there? If you fall
Because
in
maybe-
love with me, that means you just
What
love
if-
me 100%.
You know, in
What if
marriage,
it's not
love-
there? What if it's not there?
You know,
What if-
in marriage, love is not everything. my friend.
Yes, because
not everything.
sex was due some form of marriage. Somebody
Yeah.
said that before.
Sex
and
is
blah blah
for
blah.
marriage. So
Was?
that marriage is, we are getting married just because of that.
No,
thing.
you cannot get married because of sex. You'll be
No,
very
how
poor.
many ingredients make
You
marriage?
cannot.
How many
love.
ingredients?
You
How many
cannot.
ingredients
Josiah.
that make marriage?
Josiah,
No,
We are
that will
getting
be
married,
a whole. That would be a whole class
no,
about
this
marriage.
one is a covenant. God said you procreate. Senior.
Sure.
So no, we are getting married to procreate. How will
procreate.
procreation come from?
We need the
Where,
recipe.
where will it come from?
You know, if you
From that act, and that act is the one that leads to misfortunes.
No,
if it is all about that, I tell you, trust you me, every couple outside there would be really doomed. Outside there, if it was all a matter
Things are
of
terrible.
sex,
Mm.
you will be doomed. How long will
So-
you keep on
so-
having sex?
you see, you test the drive to know many things. By the way,
One,
really you want me to count?
Is it
Really?
is it
there?
there?
That's
You
the
can
first thing.
touch it if you want, at least, but that is not an option.
Wait, no,
Touch?
touching will not tell you everything.
Eh?
Touching will
What
not tell
if
you
it's
everything.
a bottom? Then
What if it?
Is it
the bottom-
there? Yes,
it's
is it there?
Is it there?
Is
I
it
think
really
if it's
working?
there.
Bo- bottom,
You know meaning of
It's
water. Is it
two-
really working?
Working, yes.
How?
I know.
How?
Whether it's there, whether
How?
it's working,
How
yes.
is it working? How is it working?
No, Chris.
No,
Chris,
no,
you want to
We
make
won't go there,
things.
Chris.
You
Okay,
want
we
to
just
make
know the-
things really
we won't go
hard.
there.
No. Wait.
Chris, you want
wait.
to make things
Thank you,
hard
thank you.
because
Okay, no. You know don't want us to go there, right?
Yeah.
no, there's
But-
no problem.
And tell me I'm wrong when I say how. Please analyze the question how and tell me I'm wrong.
Because the how, as long as it's working, it's all a matter of how you guys are
How do
working
you-
out.
How do you feel each other when you are just two? You know,
The chemistry
let me
in
not-
there,
the
the
chem-
chemistry in there. Let me tell you something.
Let me
As for
speak to
whether
the
it's
physics.
there, you
Mhm.
can see it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
as for whether it's working.
When you see it with bare eyes,
Yeah.
you'll be tempted to engage in the act.
No,
You will be tempted.
no.
I cannot just
This
see.
is still.
You cannot just show me to see it.
No, you
And-
want to,
and
and you
expect
can.
me to be
Whether
just normal. No.
we are humans. Someone will
Yes.
be tempted either orally, either handly, either the real deal.
Yeah.
No, what I'm avoiding is sinning in this case, bwana. Because as for whether it's there, mimi sidhani ni very few people wenye hawana. If they are there, na sidhani
no.
unaweza kuwa that
That's
unlucky
few.
na atakuambia
No.
mtu
What if-
hana
what if-
mtu
what if
hana
you are part of the
atakuambia.
person,
What if you're part of
the
few?
person may be among the few.
Now, of course atakuambia.
Hawezi.
Kama hana
Atakuambia.
atakuambia.
Haizi kuambia.
Anakutaka for life.
Yeah, haizi kuambia.
Anakutaka for life, Josiah. Atakupata wapi gani?
Don't you think
Atakuambia.
you guys are being pessimistic?
Haizi kuambia.
si anafaa kuambia that is someone who wants you for life, right? Kwa hivyo you unafaa kumwaga moyo wako wote hapo. You're supposed to say everything.
And by
I don't
the
have anything
information,
that is working.
like I said last time, this issue of kumwaga moyo wote hapo, please, let's not get to that.
Anyway, my viewers, let's know this. Don't follow Chris's advice, eh? You are supposed to love 100%. Leave him to loving
50%,
at 40%.
Right.
So, and
For better
everyone,
life, for better future.
everyone says test driving is very legalized. It's very it's a must. But anyway, having said that, I have the views. But in this case, this is what I want to say. It's not necessary. It is not a must. You can determine all those things through just a godly means, because as always, fornication is a sin. By all means, having sex before marriage, it's a sin. So kindly avoid it. I know people want to finish me off, but for all those questions, kindly give us your comment down there. And that has been our show, our talk for today. Kindly keep on sharing, subscribing, liking our channel, and also on Facebook. This great team here and will always give you the hot tea. Unfortunately, this week we haven't managed to go to the streets to get views on what people think, but we will still conduct an interview on the streets on whether it's very necessary to test drive. And kindly, we want your opinions out there. What do you think? What are your opinions? So that has been it from us.